As the war in Ukraine grinds into its second year, President Volodymyr Zelensky's leadership faces increasing scrutiny. Reports from Kyiv, Lviv, Kharkiv, and Dnipro reveal a disturbing trend. Men of fighting age are being forcibly conscripted into military service. With Ukraine's losses mounting, Zelensky's much-hyped victory plan seems more like fantasy than reality. Eyewitness accounts describe grim scenes of men being taken from public spaces by military patrols, desperate to replenish the front lines. They're catching men on the streets and forcing them to fight, a local resident shared in a viral video, reflecting a growing sentiment of disillusionment among those caught in the crossfire. Amid this chaos, Zelensky continues to proclaim that Ukraine is fighting for freedom, but many perceive this notion as increasingly hollow. Analysts have cast widespread doubt on Zelensky's latest victory plan, which reportedly hinges on NATO membership and long-range strikes into Russian territory, both of which seem unlikely to materialize.
This plan is a bridge to hold a productive peace summit that will truly put an end to the war. This plan is not meant to replace our peace initiative, but rather to strengthen Ukraine's position to bring peace closer. We can achieve this through cooperation, all of our partners.
Zelensky's recent escalation, including an attack on Russia's Kursk region, has unsettled even his Western allies. US officials were reportedly unimpressed by his proposal during his visit to Washington. The Biden administration's muted response underscores a reluctance to deepen US involvement, with no signs that NATO membership or expanded military capabilities are forthcoming. Zelensky's push for long-range NATO weapons to strike Russian territory is viewed by critics as a risky gamble, unlikely to alter the war's fundamental balance. On the ground, Ukraine's military position continues to deteriorate. A prominent Ukrainian analyst warned that the country is going to lose the war unless radical changes are made. Despite this, Zelensky seems increasingly disconnected from battlefield realities, focusing on diplomatic efforts rather than addressing immediate military needs. As he seeks more military aid overseas, conscriptions continue at home, morale plummets, and the war shows no signs of abating. Complicating matters, the Republican-controlled US House is displaying growing reluctance to fund Ukraine's war effort, raising questions about the sustainability of Western support. Former US President Donald Trump criticized Zelensky's refusal to negotiate, stating,
"Look at the war in Ukraine, and I think it's something we have to have a quick discussion about because the president of Ukraine is in our country, and he's making little nasty aspersions toward your favorite president, me. It wouldn't have happened, period. Russia wouldn't have gone in. I spoke to Putin about it a lot."
Trump's remarks resonate with those who believe Zelensky's stance has prolonged Ukraine's suffering. As more men are sent to the front lines, the cracks in Zelensky's leadership become harder to ignore. His insistence on military victory, despite diminishing prospects, is seen as increasingly futile. Ultimately, Zelensky's victory plan appears more like a political ploy, offering false hope while ignoring the harsh realities of war. With each passing day as conscriptions grow and the war drags on, Ukrainians are left wondering, how much longer can Zelensky sustain the illusion of victory while the country fractures?